Hi there. Today we are publishing a new blog post. It's called Embed a Live Data Story in Your Blog. In this blog post, we used a demo live chart to show you what is the effect and look like to embed a live chart in your blog post or any other articles online. So this article, we're trying to break it down into 5 steps to make it a practical way you can just repeat the same process using the demo data set. You can get exactly the same thing as what we're showing here. So what is the benefit to embedding a live chart in your article? It's literally basically just like for better evidence, better support your point, right? You write about topic, you write about something, data is the best way to convince, to influence your readers. And especially when you maintain a live data, which is basically make it very, very fresh and vivid, even though you write the article months ago, but your data points still keep update to current situation. So that's the best thing you can you can invest for keep your content always to be fresh. But how do we do that with a little effort? This blog post is trying to explain how simple it is. You can build this kind of beautiful thing, embed it there just by a few clicks, and without much maintenance cost. You can set up schedule at last and keep it running. So let's quickly go through how we made this demo and as evidence to for this blog post. So first, find the relevant data. When you write about something, you probably want to go to search a lot of different places. Ideally, we can provide in a huge big library for you to find the relevant data, but in reality, you probably need to pay some manual work. Today, we still don't see any great resource. You can go to one single places to find the relevant data, but a lot of places you can find them. For example, government, department website, non-profit organizations, such as like a World Bank, like international organizations. There's lots of organizations they offer public data that you can use, especially when you write something about a public company, about public facts. Those are very, very useful. In the future, we also want to enhance this by enhance the data library. Today is just a prototype, so you probably cannot find many useful things, but in the future, hopefully we can build a big repository for you to find relevant data. Once you find the relevant data, most of the time is organized. We favor CSV format and spreadsheet format. That one we call it a clean table. When we say clean table, we mean basically just means the clean, organized, the schema, like column name defined, and data points, consistent data points. So look at this. This is the examples we build the charts. It's basically just like 3 columns: product, users, days, and lay out all the raw data. You don't need to do any aggregations. No matter you have thousands of rows and even millions of rows, we can easily handle that. So don't worry about it. And the next step is basically we connect the data and build graph. So now is the point. Let's assume you have the data on your hands. Let's show how you do that with columns. When it comes to my workspace, after you sign in, you should be able to see all your live graph here. And what you need to do is basically you either can check your data repository. This is your data library. Every single item is a live connections to your data. As you can see the source here, we support a bunch of sources like the spreadsheets, upload CSV, data warehouse, database like Postgres, connect HTTP API. Of course, we are growing the list for in support. So if we start with the visualization, like graph building process, you can build the data connections in the middle, like here, or you can just like, connect the existing data. Like the product users is the spreadsheets I mentioned here. Connected is super simple. Just click this and paste the spreadsheet URL or the spreadsheet ID. Give it the right permissions. If you want to keep it private, you can use your own Google authority, or you make it public, so you can easily to access that. So just copy the link and paste it here. When you do the connect, columns is going to be, do all the mapping, scan your data to figure out the right correct types for it. And if you have time column, it will detect time, so you can easily build time series without any effort. I have already connected this, so we can directly select that. At last, I can do product users. Once you connect it, it generated some quick queries. It calls template, but actually, in the future, all templates is a final product with the styles. But right now, it's just generating some quick queries. Or you can follow the wizard to starting with some desired chart type first, and then drill down what kind of data fields you want to analyze. But for simplicity here, I just want to quickly start with a column. So it's breakdown by product, and matrix is users. So we can see how we can achieve the users at different days, let's say. So we can say some users break down by both product and users. Once we define the main dimension is users, we can just like pivot it by it. So we can know it's breaking down by products. As you can see, it lays down for every single oh, actually we need the days. So this is what I mean. Days to get users, or users to use days. Actually, I need to make the changes to the metric. So it should be days rather than dates, average days to reach that number of users. Okay, this should be right now. So as you can see, if we project this into a column chart, you can see for every single product to reach this number of users, how many days does it take? If we convert it to a line chart, as you can see, this is how it looks like. And also we can project it using, like, you can just click using areas to project that. In the other way, if you want to see, like, for specific days how many users are reached, we can do the same thing, just swap these two. So for the matrix, we can choose users, and for dimensions, main dimensions, we can use days. And if we break it down by days, by product, then you can see pivot by days. So break it down by product, you can see this is how it looks. It basically means for each product, like, to reach that number of users, like how many days they take. So if we using area to show that, this is basically reached the effect what we see in the demo. And then you can basically just like drop in some smart widget, or we can drop some smart marker. Hey, so yeah, this is all the things we can just portion design. Once we have this, we can just select to save in it. You can say demo. For the images, you can basically just copy the image and paste on the canvas, or you can just click this to get the image link to link them here. It will crawl in the image data and render it in the canvas. So we can say demo embed. So once you saved that, you can go back to your the workspace. You can see your visual data is already here. Now, if you want to embed that, you just need to open the share link, share with specific users as in a restricted mode, or you can make it public so everyone can see that. From here, once you make it public, you can see public link is available and embedded code is also available. Copy embedded code and save it. Now you can just put it in your blog post, like what we did here. This is basically this: paste the embedded HTML code in your article. If you're using WordPress or any other blog tools, I'm pretty sure you have like HTML code mode, and just paste it there. It will render as what we see here. It's embedded live graph. So now let's come to the last step, which is basically, okay, we just want to like share and embed. Last step is basically set up schedule, so you can keep it updated. This step actually is super simple because, as we said, your data is live connection. You can keep updating your data on your spreadsheets anytime, as long as you keep the data structures like schema, because your graph was reading from this structure. You can keep delete rows, appending rows, modify them, update them. Columns will automatically update it. What the graph you make here, which is called schedule. So once you make the schedule happen, you have the choices turn it on or off, and set a time interval for that. So you can basically let it update it every 1 hour. Right now we don't support under 1 hour because it's too expensive. If your data is not updated too frequent, you can even make it days. That's super cheap, or even months. So yeah, it's very, very flexible for the schedule. So once the schedule is set, it's put it on automatic or auto upgrade mode. And we're done. This is the whole story we want to demo for this topic. It's basically how you can simply embed a data story in your blog and without maintaining cost, and keep it live, updated. The only thing you need to care about is just like care about your data, maintain your data. You're either using automation tool to automatically update it, or you can manually update that. That's your choice. But the graph is basically be live and live updated. So our conclusion is pretty clear. This is very, very simple with a little minimum effort, and you can achieve this. If this is something you find is very, very interesting, try it out now. It's very simple, and you can start with this, just the examples I just show. And all the links are available in this blog post, like the data sheet link, sign up and connect this data sheet, and just make your first graph and copy the embedded code in your blog post. That's it. I hope you enjoyed and you find it really useful. Hope it really can shine your blog content. Enjoy it. Thank you for watching this. Bye bye.